Hello, welcome back to the Casual Convo Show. I'm your host, Coco, and we have my amazing co host, Big Bosco from the Bronx. And joining us tonight, we have David Humphrey, real estate agent of Rocket Mortgage, and we have the beautiful, the Jude, one of the best artists in Baltimore, doing a
Jude.
lot painting of me, of course. And then we also have Karen Hansley of Karen Treats, who give me gonna definitely get you right. So before we start, I know we're talking about supporting small businesses and local businesses. So let me just shout out a few because that's what my promise was, and that's what my school promise was.
Yup.
So first, of course, we're going to start, of course, with our panelists up here, Mr. David Humphrey of Rocket Mortgage Real Estate. He's a real estate agent with Rocket Mortgage Company. Then we also have the Jude of the Jude Creations, who, as you can see, she does art on canvas. She also holds sip and paint. She makes aprons, pillows, bracelets, and much more. And then we also have Karen for all your residential and commercial cleaning needs, as well as your THC treats and muscle rubs. And then we have, because we forgot to mention him, Big Bosco from the Bronx, aka the Mixgician, the DJ extraordinaire from the Bronx.
Yup.
He'll be your travel DJ. He does music. He'll do whatever it is that you need. And you can also catch him on Ham Radio every Wednesday from 6 to 8 for his mix show, where you'll have a difference of hip hop, Latin, Jamaican, Caribbean, everything. He do it all. Soft rock. He do it all. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Um, then we also have Brandy McClary of B&M Creations LLC for your glueless wigs. Her website is super duper cute. Then we also have Atif Effect, DJ and party promoter based here in Baltimore. He's actually having his last party in March. It's going to be dope. If you guys can make it, come. I'll post the. We're gonna post the flyer and the details. Then we also have Tiffany McKnight of Ambiance Creations LLC for your candles, room sprays, wax melts, and more. She also do raffles. She do it all. She do baskets. Even if you want, if you're in trouble, like you're in a doghouse, you want to get something for your man or your lady, hit her up. She can put something cute together with all the good smell goods and all that stuff. So yeah, you can visit her website as well. Bosco, you want to give your additional ones, please?
Yep. Got my man Dre Woodbury. That's DRE Woodbury. Look him up on Facebook and Instagram. He does t-shirts and all that stuff. Pretty cheap. Look him up. That's my man. Brooklyn's in the house.
Oh,
So,
ham
And
radio,
get that merch from Hand Radio.
ham radio merch. Visit hamradio.org/shop.
Yeah.
Because you see it for
They
all
got
your
the hoodie,
t-shirts,
the hats, the shirts,
sweatshirts,
and
hats,
they feel
right?
good.
And it's really good quality, y'all. Because y'all see,
Yeah.
I ain't breaking out, I ain't scratching, I ain't itching, and I don't wash this thing for a minute. I got the sweatshirt too. They don't shrink.
Yeah, I got the hoodie. The hoodie is just like, yeah.
It's gonna keep you warm and stuff. It feels nice.
Yeah.
But today we are
Matches the
discussing everything
Timberlands.
about business. And if you have any real estate questions, please let us know.
Yep.
Okay, so I know, Bosco, what was it that you were mentioning that I wanted to
I was talking about how people they get mad because you sell a certain item for a certain amount of money. We're like, they don't realize the work we put in to produce that piece of art. It takes a while.
mhm.
And just coming up with the concept of what you do, they don't realize it just it takes a lot of work. It's a lot of mental work before you even start the physical, the painting itself. And then that's a lot of work. So when you see someone doing something like Jude is doing, you might say, it's just, what's that, a 20 by 16 you doing, Jude?
16 by 20.
Yeah. You may say, that's not much. You just don't realize, you got to look at the materials you put in, the paints, the brushes,
Mhm.
the canvas itself. It's a lot of work. It's just
time.
the time. It's just not,
Good time is
it's
worth
just
a
not
lot
painting.
more money than some of the products can be because
Exactly. The
it's
time alone.
painstaking.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
I know it
Everything
took
goes
it
into
took
cost.
over a year to get the dummies to be stable enough, and not just melt right away. I'm in Florida. It's
Yeah.
hot all day, all the
Yeah.
time. So
Mhm.
just to it took me about a year to perfect what's going to make them shippable,
Mhm.
those other things in life, basically, of
And with you, Karen,
12
with you,
months.
yeah, and see with you, Karen, like you're in a lower elevation than we are, but people don't realize elevation can determine a lot when you're coming to baking and stuff. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it people just don't realize how much work it really takes to produce one product. It takes a
Right.
lot of work.
Not only that, I wanted to tie that into when we talked about research and we were mentioning cost of goods. Granted, people don't know, they just go on the product. So what I will say, when it comes to business, when you do your price comparison, shop around. Don't just go
Yeah.
to this one and get the cheapest product, because you also want to
Mm-mm.
look for quality. So a lot of times your price base, no matter what your business is, yes, your time, talent, cost of goods, what, because you need material and you need to replenish your talent and all of those other things, but you also want to give quality,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
um, for your money.
So with me, like, right, when it comes to like, all right, take the bracelets aside. Like my bracelets, they are a set price. Like I don't even got, I don't got nothing on because I'm painting. But like, and I don't know, I don't wear one. But anyway, with the paint, like when I give a person the price and they don't want to pay, somebody will be like, "Oh, I like this," and I'll be like, "Oh, how much is it?" And I tell them the price, and they say,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, well, I didn't really want to pay that. I wanted to pay." I'll say, "Oh, okay. Well, I can make another model. I do have another paint that
Yeah.
I can use to, I just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I adapted to the audience, even though I can do this and this price is for this style. You're going to get this, but I can make you something of close quality. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
I
let me
got you.
just be the one to say what I really want to say, and then I'm gonna see how David feel about this. Most of that come from, we try to shortchange each other, but we won't go in and challenge a price when you go into certain stores. You see that a lot with
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneurs, small businesses, and local businesses, and it comes from us, our own people, when we want to do. But can I just? Oh, that's too high. That's too high. But then you'll go out and you'll spend $800 on some shoes for somebody who don't even support you or your community. So
Right.
my thing is with us, I think we need to get in our price is what it is. It's
Right.
no, it's that's just what it is. The same way, like if I support my friends and I support someone else, it's like and you not say how much is it? You ain't gotta do, because I know what that is, and it's like we will try to shortchange each other, and I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to tie that into like contract support
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. So certain things happen, and it's like, oh well, look out for me, look out for me, look out for me. You don't go into the Asian store that's in your neighborhood and say, oh
No.
look out for me, and
Or the
and
urban store or any of them.
whatever. And I feel like that's one of the downfalls that we have in business is we will cut corners and do all that. And I feel like honestly for longevity, that
Mm-hmm.
takes away from you
Mm-hmm.
and what your business stand for. Like when you market your business, you're promoting what you have.
Mm-hmm.
What you have is quality. So this is the quality that everything is going to be based on this quality. I'm not going to dumb down my quality and make it cheap for
No.
you.
No.
We shouldn't have
Yeah.
to, and it shouldn't be expected.
Right. I agree.
And I was going to say, I agree with you 100%. I mean, everything about it, right? It's not only your product, but it's yourself, right?
Yeah.
You are premium, your price, I mean, the quality of your work reflects your premium talent. Therefore,
Mm-hmm.
the price is the price. And, typically to even piggyback on that point, right? When you look at other communities and stuff like that, terms like, well, let me get the hookup or let me get the discount or
Oh
can you
man.
can you hold me down or whatever, that doesn't really exist in those other cultures,
No.
right? It's like, they walk into there, right? that what's the cost of this? The cost of this is $20. Okay, it's going to be $20, right?
Right.
And again, for our community, in order for us to, because we spend the most money anyway, let's just
Yeah.
be honest, right?
We
We
do.
Mhm.
spend the most money, right? Our dollar is the most, it's weird because our dollar is the most valuable, and at the same time it's the easiest to get. And it shouldn't be that way, right? It's like it's the most valuable dollar, right? Because we spend it. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, if you brand it a certain way and they, at least this is the perception, right? You put a little hip hop on it, or you put something that they think appeals to us, and they just expect us to throw our money at it, right?
Yeah.
We shouldn't, Jude, like, you shouldn't view yourself as ever having to be less than, right?
Right.
Nothing you do is less than. Everything you do is top tier. Therefore, you're not trying to knock somebody upside the head, right? Like, if you know the effort and the love that you put into something doesn't warrant $1,000, you would be, terrible to charge somebody $1,000, right? If they pull up in a Range Rover or whatever the case may be. But just because, you're asking for a couple $100, if that's what your product means to you, then that's the price. And
Right.
someone who's truly looking to obtain and have a Jude original in their home is going to recognize, hey, this comes at a cost, right? I have a Jude original. You don't have a Jude original. Get you some money.
Exactly.
And kids, you the worst.
Yeah, bottom line.
My football on that canvas is $1 million
Let
product.
me tell you something. I 100% understand, but you may not be able to afford this line of the Juice creation. But I got another line that you can afford, is what I'm saying. You feel me?
Right.
I try to make sure I can attack everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to tell, just because you my broke friend, but you don't want to buy this booty. You might not can't afford the luxury booties, but I got a little bit to get afford. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ain't no dumbing it down, because you still want them people to eventually want to come and get one of them.
Yeah.
No,
There
I'm
are
talking about
some
the ones
cultures.
who want that, but want you to come down on a price for that.
But no,
Exactly.
listen, that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Don't come down. Don't.
Mhm.
See, I agree with you 100%. I got some paintings that I have not let go because they have not been sold for the price that I feel as though they are worth. I've even had people, ask me on hold. The painting's been on hold. You feel me?
Yeah.
But if you don't come
I
through,
think
so
I'm one of them, and I keep forgetting.
it's a favorite. To me, it's for when I get to the point where I can, show my stuff at an art show, whatever, and I'm, the right person come up, then I'm ready. You feel me? I certain paintings have gotten, the right attention for me that I, know like, yes, this could be one of the greats. But I ain't letting that go for, no 50, 60 bucks. You feel me? Like, not like that. Like, no, I'm not. But have I made a sale out of that person? Yeah, I sold them a $50, $60 painting.
Yeah.
I didn't sell that one for $50, $60. Like, I want you to come back. Like, I want everybody to want to come back. I even offer teacher. I can teach this. I sell some stuff that I can teach. You feel me? Look, let me teach you this. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I can't really teach this because I'm going to teach people to see what I see.
Right.
Yeah.
And as a marketing tool, there are so many different marketing tools, but different ones work for different businesses. So with mine is, I'm pretty much easy. I'm going to send you some samples. And if you make a purchase, I'm going to send you some more samples. And I'm going to send you enough to maybe pass some out to somebody else to let the word get around and not have to dig into your personal stash. And it's all up to the person who get them. You can eat all your samples too. I don't care what you do with it. But I use that as a marketing tool. So you're always going to get more from me than you get from the regular people who are going to send you exactly what you order. And that's it. This is new, coming out, blah, blah, blah. This is, see if it catch on. See if you like this. So I'm always doing a tad bit extra. And, if you want some samples, it's nothing to pay the shipping for that. Send me $7 on Cash App. I will mail them to you. It's already free. There's no harm, no foul. If you don't like it, don't ever order. But if you do and find yourself in a position that you're now pain free and these things help you to regulate your pain or whatever the case may be, then yes, feel free to order as much as you like. And the more that we go back and forth as business together, as a consumer and as a business, I'm hooking you up anyway. Don't you think I would do better for wholesale or bulk buying? Of course I would. Every other
Mm.
business does, and I'm very approachable in that way. So you can just ask.
Okay, I
Can
want
you
to
tell the
know.
some of my friends was asking questions when they was texting me while you was, and they was asking what's your information, so
Oh,
like
Karen.
how to get in contact with you, Karen. Yeah.
Just go to Facebook, or you can DM me through Messenger, and that's why I make my initial contact, because it has, my name and everything on it, and my number is connected to that. So if you would just go to Facebook and message me, let me know from the Casual Convo show, or whichever person has referred you, and we will make further contact from there. Because
Okay.
once again, I do have to follow the federal government as well.
Yeah.
Right. I wanted to tie that into when we talk about cost and we talk about business. When because some of us do business without contracts, some of us do contracts. And I know in the beginning, like when I was getting back into it around that period, you and I had a conversation about cost. How much should we charge, or when people have certain commission pieces? Um, I think a lot of times with us, we tend to steer away from contracts or don't understand contracts, fine printing, how to formulate a contract, the wording in a contract. And I think it's important to do your research for your business. What type of contract will you need? Because the
Yes.
standard contract is not good for every business. But then I think it's also um I'm just going to use art because we've been talking about it. Like if someone wanted a commission piece, and I think it should be all around the board, friends included. Where if you want a commission piece, it's the deposit, right? You have a deposit, we're in that contract, and then that way I gotta stick to my end of the contract, you stick to yours, whatever the fine things, what you need, the services that I'm
Major.
going to provide to you. And I think whatever your business is, I think your contract base should be better. Not only does it hold the consumer responsible, but it also accountable. It holds you accountable as well to hold up your end of your business. So I think it's also important for people to understand the importance of contracting your services with your consumer for protection for yourself and your business and your product. And a lot of times we'll have the people who we think won't do anything to us, or the people who we low key trust or support. Your support usually comes from outside of your circle. Most people I've seen in business, their business fold or crash, or they get into some type of something with their business from people who they're cool with, or alleged friend or family member. They get contracts too. They get deposits too. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They gotta pay to pay to play.
Got
But
that right.
what are you guys thoughts on that?
I agree.
Oh yeah. Everybody get a contract.
Everybody get a contract.
I got.
I'm a
Especially
Yeah.
contract
family.
worker.
Yeah, because
Oh,
even coming soon, like Jude and I was talking. I'm just gonna spill the beans. I think I spilled a little bit before, and then we talked to Bosco about it. Coming up, we're gonna do an event like a painting sip, and we want to contract Jude to do the painting sip. And I told what I say today. We gonna work it out. You gonna send me contract. We gonna you gonna make.
I was like, I see you
I
the
didn't go to
contract.
my friend and say when I know my friend is a beast at what she do. I know I need her service not only for just her talent. I need that personality. I've seen her work, right? So I'm not going to like, oh, I'm gonna do because she gonna look up. No, what do you charge? That's what I asked her. I didn't ask her for no other. What? Tell me what it is. She asked me the questions that she needed to ask, and then we gonna go from there. When it's business, that friendship stuff and everything else is like kind of out the door. But I think a lot of times we also, even though we may have contracts, we give a little leeway to some people that we probably shouldn't give. Well, we were like, oh, well, whatever, we get considerate. But if it's another business, and we got to also think, do this happen in other places? Like if it wasn't me or if it wasn't you, would I let you play with me like that? Like this, like how
face.
would this go a little different? So where do you guys feel like people go wrong in their business? Or
I
like
think
where do people go wrong with buying houses, David?
That's I was we don't even got enough time to talk about that. We don't have it. we don't have enough time.
That's
I was
we
going.
need to talk about that, David. Teach
We could.
us.
Hey, I'm
Help us, help
available.
us.
I was gonna say I'm available. We could do a whole little mini home seminar, whatever the case may be, anytime,
Correct.
Bosco, Coco, set it up. I'm with it. But to
Oh, we
to
can do that
piggyback
too.
to piggyback on the contract piece of it, right? The word that stuck out to me is protection, right? And ultimately, what's a contract like? Not the Webster's dictionary definition, right? But what's a contract, right? It's just an agreement or a piece of paper, right, stating, hey, these are my intentions, right, based off of this agreement. These are your intentions, right? As long as our intentions are pure, right, and your intentions should be pure with family and friends, right? If your intentions are pure, my intentions are
What the
pure.
shows
Guess
I
what?
be watching?
This contract shouldn't even be an issue, right? It shouldn't even be an issue. You do what you say you're gonna do. I provide the service that I said I'm gonna provide. That should be it. But just in case, right? If somebody changes their mind or your intentions start to get a little wayward somewhere along the line, I got this. We got this contract, right? Just
Mhm.
as a little, for the protection. So that's how I feel about it.
Okay. Anybody else on the piggyback? Bosco, you been a little quiet. What's going on? Where you at?
I'm taking it in, man.
I don't like when I can't see
No,
you.
I'm taking it in.
You
I mean,
been you been chewing on some Karen gummies
no,
and Doritos. Cause
no,
last
I've been
time
watching.
this how you was. You over there messing with that mic?
Oh no. I've been watching Jude. I love art, man. I've been waiting for her to do something for the longest. So I'm listening to y'all and I'm watching her do her thing. Nah, but I agree with about the contract thing because and with family, people think like, why you got a contract? You don't trust me? It's not the trust thing. This is business. Like
Yep.
me, my daughter has a catering business. I'm her father, but we have that agreement. Like while we're working, we're working together. She'll still call me pop, but it's all business. When we talk about money, we talk like we're business partners. We don't talk like, well, just let me get this and da 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 da. It's like, no, we don't do it that way.
Mhm.
Everything's on paper, and that's how we even when we get angry at each other, we get angry at each other as if we're working together. I don't be like, yo, you need to chill. I'm your father. It's nothing like that. I was like, yo, I don't want it that way. She would, I don't like, we're not father and daughter when we're working together. But once it's over with, then we're back to father and daughter. But
Mhm.
we had that paperwork where like this is how we agree. This is what we agree on, and we like it that way because when we do go places and do whatever catering, you know, they'll be like, "Boy, you guys have a good chemistry." Then she'll be like, "Oh, this is my dad," But otherwise, we just roll with it, and it works for us. But I know a lot of people who feel that you're making them sign a contract. It's like you don't trust me, blah 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 blah. No, it's not trust. It's more like reassurance.
Business.
Make
No,
sure
this
you,
is business.
yes,
It's
business.
it's
I,
cross it's
And you
crossing
you
those
can't
T's
go
and dotting
outside.
those I's.
Yeah, because you can't go outside of your immediate circle or friend group. And the thing that I think kind of boggles me and frustrates me is mainly is within our communities is that we challenge
Yes.
somebody that look like us. We will challenge their business mind and their business that this is their livelihood. This is how they give back to our
Mhm.
communities. This is how they feeding their families. And we will try to work around that, shortchange that, and finesse it. But then you'll go into these other ones again that don't care about you. You don't challenge them. You don't. Yeah. That's the one you should probably do that to. So instead of you saying, all right, let's go there. If another person that does not look like you, you just go with the program. And sometimes the contracts be bull cracked and they still get over there. You gotta go to the Better Business Bureau. You gotta do all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm
Something, Coco. When I DJ, I always tell people I charge $50 an hour,
saying?
but you got to give me a deposit. And they like, why? Somebody said, well, because I got 350 pounds of equipment. I got to unhook, load in my car, drive wherever, load it, unload it by myself, set it up and do. I got to do that process. It takes me an hour just to get going, to get there, just to get out the house. And I'm like, that's why I charge $50 an hour, just for that time. And when I get there, I got to do the whatever show, 3-4 hours, whatever it is. I'm like, it costs money. Now if you go out there and pay some from the radio station, they might charge you $150 an hour. And with here, we got these guys who do things for like $50 for the whole night and a drink. I'm like, I've been doing this thing since I was 17 years old. I'm 59 now. I'll be damn if you're gonna pay me $50. Oh no, you better give me that $50 an hour and give me that $100 deposit, just in case you decide to cancel. Like, okay, that's cool. You cancel. I got my $100 from you though.
But I think it's also important to have competitive pricing. But I know the last show we talked about understanding the trends of the peaks, the mid, and all of that stuff, and the trends of what your lane is going to be, what your business is going to be. Competitive pricing, yes, it's a thing. I think if we're talking about where people go wrong, sometimes some people will overcharge for less quality, right? So it's kind of like, all right, I get it. You may see Louis Vuitton charging $1,500 a bag. All right, so you like, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna go to Etsy. I'm gonna get a bundle of bags for $100. I'm gonna put my label on it and I'm gonna charge everybody $800 because this is what they say and it looked like this, but the quality, the bag might fall apart when you do like this. But I'm gonna get $800. So it's kind of like, okay, competitive pricing. All right, you're gonna offer a cheaper product. How can you still be, how can it still make sense? Whereas though it's cost efficient for your consumer base, who is your target audience, which I think sometimes we get in the mindset of trying to stay locally in our own community or amongst our friend group and listening to what they say. So we don't expand our research outside. So how can we make that stretch and appeal to a broader base? We tend to stay limited in what we think, right? So when you do competitive pricing, okay, I might like Jude was saying earlier, yes, I'm gonna have something for everybody. This particular community, I might want to have this price point or price advantage. I'm gonna still give them good quality and good product, but I'm gonna make this cost efficient. But if I go over here, they got a little bit more money in this area. I might can up that maybe 10 to 20. You know what I'm saying? Based on that.
Yeah.
And then who was it? It was a friend of mine. I think it was Tiff. I don't know if she's still on here. And when she started doing her candles, and she was so nervous, and we were talking about pricing again. And my thing with that is, what do you think it's worth? I can't tell you what to charge for your product, right? But when people start hitting her up, was like, do you ship? She like, yo, they asked me about shipping. Yes, you do. Shipping and handling is in that cost additional. Add that to that price. You do. If they willing to pay for your product, because they're not challenging the price. So if they want your product, when you order something, you gotta pay shipping and handling. So when she said it, she's like, I don't know. Okay, you can call, you can price point
exactly how you do
UPS, the post office, FedEx, whoever. Sometimes you got to shop around for pricing for your customers. Well, if we send it this way, this is the price. If we send it this way, which one you prefer? But it's going to be included on top of the cost. So because you don't want to take away from your revenue.
And also in comparison and being cost effective, you also have to take into account. So let's say you were to get something directly from the pharmacy to help you sleep, or something over the counter to help you sleep, as opposed to what I offer for pain relief and insomnia. So if you were to do those things, if you would like an 8-hour sleep, guaranteed wake up no groggy, as opposed to taking a few of the Tylenol PM. Let's even get it as basic as that, as a PM pill over the counter. So you may have a little thing of 50 of them, but what I have will never cause you liver damage, so to speak, because those pills have side effects to them. So in the end, what does it really cost to have a good night's sleep? And they taste like a good night's sleep as well. Ain't that right, Coco?
Got that right.
A good night's sleep. That I came up
Tastes
with
like
that in my house.
Got that right.
that's right. It tastes like a good night's sleep. That's the taste. So
What's
you
my
know,
what's my saying?
Good joke.
What's my
chew
saying,
and chill,
Karen? Don't drink and
chew and
drive.
chill,
Chew and
chew and
chill.
chill, chew and chill. We gonna sip and paint and chew and chill.
I'm gonna be
Sip and
honest. I'm
paint
a
and chew
lightweight,
and
so I
chill.
was too
Yes.
asleep. I'm a complete lightweight. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that every week. Let me tell you that I slept my brains out. I didn't have no type of like dreariness, drugginess when I woke up. It was like it was great. I felt amazing though. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm a person I don't sleep like
Now you know what you
complete
should
through the
do.
night all the time. Nothing,
It-
because you
you
ain't
know what
telling
you
me
should
that.
do. If you like, if you like the lucid dream like I do, eat it right before you go to bed. You be
Did you?
lucid dreaming like a mother, boy.
We're not doing that. We not
I
promoting
do. I ain't gonna lie. I, I be doing it too, for real. I be eating like 10 minutes before I go to bed. Next thing I know, when I'm dreaming, I know I'm dreaming. That's the thing. I know I'm dreaming, doing some crazy shit because I know I'm dreaming. Wake
I
up feeling
can't
like
see all the comments. Just along in the side, Matrix L. Smith keep popping up, and I'm cracking up, y'all. I'm not laughing at myself, for y'all. I'm
do
laughing
not,
at these little comments keep
Well, no,
popping
because
up.
do
And
Matrix
not
is
say
currently
Matrix
drinking the
anymore.
Kool-Aid now, and this, as you can see, this is the effect because she just can't stop right now. She's drinking the
she
Yeah,
Kool-Aid.
like,
don't play
it's the
Matrix
Kool
anymore.
Aid. It's the
Crazy.
Kool Aid.
What other ways do you think people go wrong within their business outside of what we've discussed? Or, matter of fact, no, let's just change it up because I know we're getting close to time. What advice or what input would you give somebody who was considering? Oh, no, I'm lying. Let me backtrack before that because we had a question last week from Jay. So he was saying he does photography. So he wants to do like a relaunch. He's not ready. He really doesn't want to go about that. Like, how do you plan that? So I mean, I know because as his friend, I was like, okay, you know what you want to do, you know your lane. Because sometimes we have a habit of being afraid of failure or success, or to just jump out there. Like he's done it. He'll do some photos and do amazing photos. People want him. He's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if that might be too much. Da, da, da. Okay, you can always do a coming soon while you're, fine tuning everything. Sometimes building anticipation is great. And that was one of his questions that he had a feedback for was, what do you tell the person who is ready but not ready? If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Don't give up. Keep trying.
Try, keep it,
Mhm.
stay at it. If
Stay
focus
at it.
on it, and see what develops. I mean, you can, if a failure is just that, a failure doesn't mean you can't try again.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Right.
it took me a while to get my formula correct. And another thing that I would offer to someone starting a business, depending on the type of business that you have, insure yourself. Get you some insurance, because you
Oh
don't want to get
yeah.
stuck eating the cost of anything. Or because, like you said, we have those sometimes friends, sometimes family members, sometimes other loved ones come and it will do some type of harm to our business. One of the reasons why it would fail or fold is because you're uninsured or underinsured, because your insurance will eat the cost associated with whatever risk or peril that you've experienced through your products. So that's one
Mhm.
thing, is business and liability insurance, is not all that expensive. Sounds like it is, but it's cheaper than car insurance, believe me.
Yeah.
Word.
Another thing with that, to keep going and stuff like that. A lot of times, right, the barriers that we kind of put up for ourselves, right, in our mind is really like what holds us back, right? There's what, 7 billion people in the world. If you got 100,000 people globally rocking with your product, and your product costs $10 a pop, that's $1 million. It
Yeah.
doesn't take, you don't
Right.
have to get everybody, right? There's enough people out there that there is enough literally for everybody, right? So you just put it out there. I mean, I know that uh, speaking, I guess, in my lane, right? Social media is a big part of real estate, just in general, right? You'll see your loan officers, you'll see your real estate agents, right, and stuff like that. And I know for me, I guess just being vulnerable right now, I'm not the biggest social media dude. I've even told Coco, I'm like, I'll come on this. I'm breaking out of my shell, right? People say, hey, come on to the platform. I'll come on. I try not to embarrass myself or whatever the case may be. But those times, what I have found is those times when I put myself out there, regardless of not having maybe a perfect product to present people,
Mhm.
it's always well received, right? There's always a handful of people, whether it's 20 or 30 people that'll hit me up in the DMs or like the post or ask me more questions. And at the end of the day, you grow and you learn from that last experience. Okay, this was a little janky the last time I did it. Let me do it a little better this time, right? So you just got to keep going.
I agree.
Like with the art, like where like it take time. Like this painting not gonna get done on this podcast, but it gets started. And then if I wanted to start, like no bullcrap. And then if I wanted to go, like record it or go live on my Facebook, I could finish it out, but typically it take like a day to complete because acrylic painting is all about layering.
Mhm.
And a lot of people will be like, no, but if you want it like right, the beauty in oil is it don't take as much. You can take a couple hours to do oil painting, but like to perfect like certain textures, look like the right blend of colors in acrylic painting, like you gotta layer it up. So you might have to put several layers of paint on top of paint on top of paint to get it exactly what you want. And that take time. Like it can take a day to do a painting. Like especially
Or
with the
more,
taking your break stretching, yeah, or
depending
two
on the
or three,
section.
like
Yeah.
yeah, like so yeah,
I'm
I
so
don't
busy.
know. Just
Thank you, friend, for
she
you
ain't
letting
nowhere
me on.
near done. She ain't nowhere. I'm sitting here looking at her come in,
No,
and
but
I
my
like
super
I
look
love it.
just like that. You got to get stop looking at me all the time. Thank
She's
you,
not
friend.
finished. Wait till I detail her. Wait till I detail her. Oh yeah, let me show y'all finish one. Hold up though, like 'cause that would be
Well,
nice
Dave,
thing.
we haven't
Hold up.
really got a chance to talk a lot about you, so I think it's okay if we spend the rest of the time talking about. Um, tell us about like Rocket Mortgage, where people can contact you, and just some things when it comes to people because I know a couple of people watching, really wanted to, or they're preparing for home buying. Like, what would you say? What would you like for them to? What advice would you give somebody before they contact you? Like, what things should they have somewhat in place, or what questions should they ask?
Well, yeah. So the number one step, honestly, is contacting me. Getting pre-approved is the number one step that you want to take, right? In regards to, so you want to secure the money first before you start shopping, right? Because buying a home can be an emotional process, right? You don't want to start, oh, babe, I like those fixtures. I like this yard. I like this school district or whatever the case may be. And then all of a sudden, when it's time to actually pay for this, you realize, oh snap, I don't qualify for it, or oh, this payment is a little higher than I'm comfortable with. So the number one step, regardless of where you are in the process, if you're kicking the tires, if you're thinking about buying a home, even if you're not planning on buying a home 6 months, a year from now, still just reach out to me, give me a call. On Instagram, you can reach me at the DMV broker. So THE DMV broker. I'm available on Instagram. DM me. Shoot me your info. I also have my info on there. And locally, you can just Google me. So not to sound crazy, that sounded a
No,
little
you gotta
cocky,
pop
right?
your Google
Right,
in.
right,
That's
right,
right.
right. I'm
Scan your
saying,
name
but
so they can
you
put it
know,
in right.
if you Google David Humphrey in conjunction with Rocket Mortgage, my page will pop up. You know what I mean? You'll see a head still same size, big old head, right? You'll see that. You'll be able to contact me as well. My contact information is listed on my own Rocket Mortgage page. Uh, as far as a product or just some information that I want to spread with the community is the fact that we do have a 1% down loan available. So, we can use some simple numbers,
I
right?
like these
If
numbers.
you see a home, if you see a row home in Baltimore, it's $150,000. Your down payment on that home can be as little as $1,500, right? And then Rocket Mortgage would contribute a grant towards the remaining down payment for that home. So again,
Mm.
that's a program that we could get into the weeds on an individual level, but that's definitely something that I want to inform people about. That product is available nationwide. I'm licensed in DC, Maryland, Virginia, as well as California. I did have a license in Florida. If
Well, get
Karen,
it
if you
back.
feel, I was gonna say,
Get
if you
it
feel like you
back.
got some people, I could go ahead and turn that back on. But um, there's a and the other thing too, not to wrap it up, but the other thing too is, despite what you see on the news or despite what you hear, it's still a good time to buy a home. Anytime you are in a position to be able to buy a home, go ahead, get pre-approved, get with someone like myself, and do it, because the price of everything is just going to continue to go up. There isn't going to be this major nationwide discount on houses, right? So if you see something that you like and it's within your budget and it's within your means to be able to purchase it, don't wait. Don't wait. You can always refinance, right? You could get a lower interest rate, but you want to secure the asset, secure the property first, and then you can figure out all that other stuff, right?
Hey,
One more question.
That's great
Dave.
advice.
So for people, especially with our community, I know we like to, and you have a lot of people, especially in certain age ranges, who are like either working on credit, trying to establish credit, or things like that. What would be the credit score that a person should have or look to have before home buying?
Yeah, that's a great question. So typically, you would want to have a minimum credit score of 580, 580. Uh, that being said, there are some lenders who can work below that, but typically, if you're working below 580, working with something below 580, you're going to need to have 10 or more percent saved up on the home, right? So you can almost look at credit and down payment as a scale, right?
Okay.
Typically, the higher your credit, the more programs there are that's available for you, the less money that you typically have to put down, right? In some cases, versus if your credit's really bad, there's always going to be someone that would be willing to lend you some money, right? But the cost in doing so and them raking you through the coals is what you want to avoid. So typically 580 is the target that you want to hit as a minimum standard. Now, fortunately enough, with Rocket Mortgage, we do have a free credit upgrade service. It's our Fresh Start program. Again, that is FREE. So even though the service is premium, that particular feature is free, right? So
Mm.
again, even if you feel like you're not in the best position with your credit or you don't know where your credit is right now, we do have tools and resources available to be able to help you improve your credit score, right? It's like, hey, you qualify for this today, but if we get you up a couple points or 20 or 30 points, which we could advise you on, we could get you up to here, right? So it's all about your goals and all about putting a plan in place.
Okay, that sounds good. I like them numbers. You said 1%. I was sold.
Shoot, right, you gotta have a good credit to get
What?
all that.
Listen,
Shoot.
that's like amazing. I think that's a
I'm
good
almost in good. I'm
strategy.
almost in what's the perfect? Almost at perfect. I got good credit. And having good credit, it matters with buying a
It
house. That is
does.
one thing I know.
It does. It
But I
does.
got the other part that don't qualify you. I'll talk to you about that later. Because I want a farm. I need a farm. I
Okay.
need a farm, like for real. But like no bullcrap. But yeah, yeah.
They got
I
they
believe
have
in buying a
specific
house.
they have specific loans available for rural, farm properties and stuff like that. You got your USDA loan, so that's something that we could talk about, and that typically needs a higher credit score. So the fact that you already got that credit piece, that's fine. If you're self-employed, 1099, whatever the case may be, we could talk about it. We could figure it out.
Okay. I'm
Like I said,
Yeah.
I could rap. I could
listen.
rap.
All
So
right, I
that's
already told
why.
you I'm coming to you.
Yeah,
I'm not just
I studied a little bit. I studied a little bit of real estate. Then I stopped. I, I don't know. I like. I'm sorry. I was like, but I
Well,
understand
I
it.
can't
Like,
draw. If I could draw, maybe I wouldn't be slinging
don't worry though.
mortgages.
But
But
guess what? Guess what
everybody
I
got
do?
their lane.
Don't worry. Let me tell you something. Everybody say they can't, but I can teach you how to do something to make you feel like you can. I,
Okay.
I do paint nights. I do paint nights, sippy paints. That's with kids. Like I do little birthday parties. I do date night paint nights. Like if you and your boo want to get together, have a little something, I can set up for y'all and teach y'all how to paint something. I customize all my paint nights for your party. Like if you see something that I've done and you want me to do it, fine, I can, do that. But then you can be like, I had this like kind of idea. I'm gonna paint two ideas up, send it to you. You pick one. We gonna paint that at your party. Like everything about me is like hands on because I like the hands on portion of it. So you gonna get the whole. Oh, if I gotta sprinkle my hand in the paint to get it on there, you gonna sprinkle your hand in the paint to get it on there. We gonna do it exactly how I did it to get that paint and looking like this. You get the whole experience. I'm come around. We gonna talk. I'm gonna tell you come help me paint mine. I'm gonna come help you paint yours. Like I play little games, all types of stuff. Like I don't know, just make it fun. And and to be honest, I like the kids better than I like the adults. You can
yes.
probably get me to do a kid paint night faster than you give me. They are fun.
Give 'em some
They be
apple
so
cider.
pumped. Like
Yeah.
I love when my nieces and nephews call me. Like my niece wanted to paint night for her birthday. I went over there, and I mean, it was like it was for Halloween. We painted haunted houses, and it was the best haunted house ever. And
Mhm.
nothing is like when I do like a girls' night or something, and then like sometimes the boyfriend's gotta be there. We painting like a girl with lashes or something. The men be hilarious. You feel me? So it's just like you have your moments, but my girls, it be about the bonding moment. Everybody, in there, doing their thing. Like it's the I don't know. It's different experience, different people, and I feel like I be the hostess with the mostest. So you can
And
find
I can
me
help
on
that it's a
all
great
types of
experience.
places.
I
Like
can help. It's a great experience.
yeah, like
I think that's one of the reasons why when Bosco and I was talking about, we were talking about doing something like an event. I said, let's just do like a paint and sip and paint. And I said, we can do an exhibit, you and I, Jude, and we can have her demonstrate because you get the personality, which is, like I said, is because certain people, everybody can't do it and make it entertaining and fun. You want to get the experience. And I think when she does hers, you get not only do you get a good painting, you're going to get an experience to know it's going to be memorable. Let's just say that because it's going to be fun moments, happy moments, giggle moments, but you're going to make sure it's going to look like exactly what she's teaching with your twist on it. And I think a lot of people get caught up on the perfection of it, but don't. And the one I went to
oh, it's
with her,
rules.
yeah, what the one I went to with her, she was like, I think I messed up. Just keep going. And she like, go over there and help them. Got it, keep going. You right, go ahead. And I was like, but it don't just keep going. And then because sometimes when you get in the middle, don't worry about that. Just keep going because your finished product is what you get. I mean, you just gotta envision it, and that's the only thing with art. You literally gotta have a creative mind and a vision. So whatever you see in your mind, it may not look like it, but as you go, you're gonna be making some changes and making some changes. It's gonna come out to what you want it to be, and then sometimes it might not. But guess what? You can be like, that's actually fire. I did
Yeah,
that.
because
It
this
comes
a finished product. This is
my ass.
one like finished product. Like this is
Yo, it
one.
looks good too.
I'm so
I was checking it out like, man, she done hooked that up.
this is another finished product that I did. I'm trying to see like this was like one of the
Yeah.
first like bodies.
That's not
And
my boo.
everybody be like, who who did you do? I'm like, who was your model? It wasn't no model. I was just thinking like, dang, I like to see somebody laid
Oh,
across
look at
my
that. Yeah.
laid across
That's
my
how I do.
bed.
No. Listen. Before y'all think I'm all crazy, hold up. Chill out.
Oh, I
What I'm
goes
saying
off.
is,
I got something with the front and everything. You know, it ain't just booties.
no, but see, the way you did that one right there, the
This
one you got
one,
in your hand,
how she
that's
sitting
how I'm
in the
gonna do
chair.
mine. That, but it's just the body contour. That's how I do mine. Where it's like people call it imperfection, whatever you want to call it, but I put it all there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like you supposed to like this one. Everybody
Yeah.
always talk about the boob. I mean,
Yeah, mine
everybody
ain't
was
that
like the
turkey.
boob is
I go to the side.
like I don't know. She just laying like I don't
Yeah, just
know.
like that.
Like
Because people
Over.
don't
Yeah.
understand your boob don't sit up like that. It just go off. It goes away.
right.
It just do. It have a mind of its
Yes.
own when you take that bra off.
You
So
know what?
yeah,
Yeah,
I do a
some
picture.
of them.
I
Some
do a
of
picture of this woman one
we
time.
we talking about the ones that ain't. We
yeah,
ain't talking about the BZ. We the
some
D's and
of them. I'm
over.
saying.
We wilding.
I've seen
No,
a
it's
few.
We got hang
I've
time.
seen a few.
Hey, I do want to
Some
one this
titties is
woman one time.
ugly. Titties be ugly. I'm sorry.
Nah, I know how to make some titties
I'm
though.
sorry, y'all.
But I do. Hold on. I do what
I'm
this one
sorry,
woman
David.
one
We
time.
not supposed to be acting like. I'm sorry, David. I'm sorry. See, y'all caught me. See, Coco had me talking about.
I know.
We're supposed to
I
be
do with this
behaving.
woman one time, and she got mad because I drew. I drew everything. She said, "Why you show all the fat spots?" I'm like, "What? You wanted me to draw you, right?" But she got
Leah
mad
said
because
you
I
get
drew
to her favorite one and show
everything.
it.
My
So
favorite
what?
one. No, I'm not showing you that one. I'm not showing that.
Which one of me you
No.
want her to show? Send it to me.
Huh?
She want
No,
her to show her.
these the
She
three.
got so many pictures of me in her apartment. I can send it
Damn,
to
I
you.
do. I got a portrait I drew of you some years ago.
You
I still
did. It
got
looked
it.
just like me.
I still got it.
Yeah.
I meant to give it to you when I came down to Atlanta, but I forgot.
Oh, it's time we
I
be
still
back in
got it.
Atlanta soon. We gonna be in Atlanta, Texas, anyway,
Yeah,
Iceland.
yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, world
Yeah.
traveling. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yes, Iceland
2024.
sound. Iceland sound
2024.
good.
2024 is the year of living. We're going to enjoy life in
Yeah.
2024. I'm leaving everything stressful, all of that. And it's not even just about traveling and, and a lot of people want, oh, I'm going no, it's sometimes I just want to see the world because sometimes we limit
Yeah.
ourselves to just locally in our own environment. And I think that's where the stress
Have
comes
you been out of
from.
the country yet?
Huh?
Yeah.
Have you been out of the country yet?
No, I'm
Have you been
going,
out of the
let
country?
me tell y'all, I'm going to tell you,
Go to
this will
Germany.
be my
Go to
actual,
Germany.
huh?
Go to Germany
My uncle
first.
told me that because when he was stationed in Germany, he fell in
Mhm.
love with Germany. Um,
Go to
Mm.
My
but
Germany.
mom
I
said the
You
see him.
same
love black.
thing. My
You love
mom said
black.
the same thing. She was stationed in
Go to
Germany.
Germany.
She still be talking about it.
Hello.
It'd be awkward with my father and everything. I'm like, I think she got a boo over there, but that's not my business.
You think
But
you see them Germans? People think they got this Nazi stuff. Them Germans love black men and black women over there.
Mm.
They love us over there. They treat the 6 years I was over there, I got treated better over there than all the years I got treated over here. Straight up.
You pointing at
Yeah,
Yeah.
Amsterdam makes you. Ooh, don't go to Amsterdam. Woo.
you know why
Might
she
not make it
said
back.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam is a business
But
though.
no, I was like, I chose Iceland, and I know we gotta wrap up. I'm sorry, let me get this off real quick. And I want to go to Iceland really bad because I met a couple of people just randomly, and I was like, the one thing my grandmother told me before she passed was to go on a cruise, like and not only a cruise but explore the world. She was like,
Yeah.
I know you work a lot, and that's like a trait. We like workaholics. She was like, explore this world and live your life. So I met somebody, and it stuck to me. And I've always seen like photos, and I watch like Discovery stuff and nature channels. Every time they went to Iceland, like Dublin, all of those, like Australia, it was like the scenery was beautiful. And
Your way
nobody
too.
talks about it. I said, "Fuck it, I'm going there." You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, and I said, and I told myself that's where I'm going. That's going to be my birthday gift to myself. That, and then I said, in like 5 years after that, I'm gonna go to Egypt. That's my other dream trip is to
Yeah.
visit the pyramids. Like everybody go to Florida, everybody go to Miami, been there, done that. Everybody do Jamaica. It's like the cliche. I
Get
don't
out
want to
the
do
country.
cliche. I really want to explore not only who I am, my artistic side, and I need to embrace that and like really get to what I want to do. and not what everybody else want to do. And so it's like, even if I gotta go by myself, I'm okay with that.
Like Jude, if you sold your paintings in Germany, you come back a rich woman
Yes.
because they love that over there. You
Well, if
speak,
it's anybody on here from Germany, my paintings are for sale, and I ship. Because when I sold my first painting out the state of Maryland, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, like it can happen to
Yes.
people. You feel me? I learned that like just getting into a group one day. Like,
Mhm.
people do reach out. Like people out of state can sometimes support more than the people in your own state. So I agree with everybody when they were saying like think else, especially Karen, like like reach out and branch out and like know where to sell your business. Where I do like boom is like in my bracelets. When I make bracelets, I can walk and people like bracelets, so people will buy something like that. But art is art. You gotta be good at selling it because it's a very competitive field. And
tell you
I
this, Jude.
mean, you gotta stand out.
Jude, when you get back on Facebook, get into a German chat group. They speak English.
Who you telling? Listen, let me tell
No,
you
no, no.
something.
They speak English. Go in there and just show your paintings. They speak English. Like most of Germany speaks English. So it's not like you go in there like I don't know what to say. They speak English and show your paintings. I guarantee you'll sell them.
Yeah, let me
So we
go
have
ahead.
approached the 10 o'clock mark, guys. So I just want to be able to close out, and because we have some beautiful guests, I thank you guys for your input, and I think hopefully we help somebody tonight. Um, David, do you have any closing remarks?
Uh, just hit me up. Don't wait. If you
Just
want to
say
buy a
Rocket
home, just hit
Mortgage.
me up. Yep, Rocket Mortgage
Oh, I'm about to
at
get
the
on your
D.
nerves. I'm about to call you every day. You my best friend. Hey,
Y'all
David.
got if y'all do a commercial, hit me up because I just want to be like Rocket Mortgage.
For real.
Yeah, hit me.
For real.
I swear it's
It's
so vulnerable.
crazy.
Like it's like Rocket Mortgage.
Like casual convo sponsored by Rocket Mortgage, you know?
Yes.
You know, I'm a spoon out of
Casual
Let's
it. I
combo.
let's
sing
get
your
it.
face.
Let's get it.
Jude, do you have any final thoughts?
Um, no, y'all can find me on Facebook and Instagram. On Facebook is uh the Jude's Creation, and on Instagram is __ the Jude's Creation. Thank you, Casual Convo, for having me, and
Oh,
I hope y'all um visit my page and like my art, and I'm trying to post some stuff on there, more
word.
stuff for y'all to see, and start going live since y'all done broke me out of my live. So stop
Yeah,
laughing at me. Damn.
I told you I go to. I just gotta get some more brushes.
Yes, I need you to paint. Yes, because we gonna get Coco to paint with me one day.
Word. I'll get on that thing one day. I'm an
Karen,
amateur.
do you have any final thoughts?
Karen's going. Oh, there she's back.
Oh, she frozen. But while Karen is frozen, before we go, I just want to mention a couple of businesses. Rich,
Tell
don't do
Hansley
it.
about
Rich,
frozen
don't
thing.
you do it? Because we always get somebody with the blooper with the
Yup.
frozen stuff. So first on the list, please go and support Ham Radio and buy some merch. Because without Ham Radio, we would not be here. Trust me. Um, Rich has helped me out a lot from beginning to now. That one conversation, I was nervous. I didn't have confidence that I could do this at all. 3 years later, we got merch. Go to go to hamradio.org /shop and get your t-shirts, your hoodies, your scullies. We got it. Just go there. You're gonna see pictures of that. You're gonna see pictures of my daughter, her friends, everybody. Everybody gonna be on there. Also, please they got 1%, y'all, for on the down payment on the real. Hit up David Humphrey. Hit up David Humphrey at Rocket Mortgage. I'm a just,
Yes,
just,
I'm trying to
just
get
go to
1% on
Facebook,
the
YouTube,
phone.
Instagram, all of that stuff. We gonna post his information. Just contact him. Jump up on that. Find out what's going on. See, just ask one question. What I gotta do? He gonna look out for you. All right.
Word.
Also, again, Jude, hit her up for your paintings, sipping paints, couple paint nights, a date night. You want to do something sexy? You want to surprise them? You want to win some brownie points? Ladies, y'all can do that too. Y'all can do it for your dude. He ain't got to just do it for you. Hit up Jude, paint some ass, and then there you go, and you might get some. There you go. So
Exactly.
you go and visit the Jude
Exactly.
Creations.
Pay some ass and get some ass.
There you go.
That's a
Hey,
good slogan.
There you go.
that's
Then
asset.
we got Bosco. If you need a DJ for your parties, bar mitzvahs, all of that stuff, hit
I
up
do
Bosco.
mixtapes too. I do mixtapes.
I ain't done
Take
yet.
out
Why you can't never
I-
let me celebrate you? Why you always gotta we do this every week, though.
I get. Give me that love. Hell yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, stop cutting me off. Let me do this.
I'm on.
He do mixtapes. He from the Bronx. He be dead ass. But anyway,
That ass
we
for real.
always gotta go through this. But for all your DJ needs, and also you can check him out on hamradio.org every Wednesday from 6 to 8. Also, Karen Hansley, hit her up on Facebook. Karen Hansley, KarenHansley. DM her for your THC products, your muscle rubs, and things like that. And also hit her up for your commercial and residential cleaning needs. And then also go to BNM. That's B as in boy, N as in Nancy, M as in man, because y'all know I have a Baltimore accent. Don't come for me. Creations LLC. Go to her website. She does glueless wigs. Again, that's BNM Creations. Glueless wigs. And she's cute. Her picture's up there. She's really a pretty girl. So support her. Then we have my homie, Atif Effect, a DJ, party promoter. Actually, he's getting ready to retire from party promoting. He's doing his last events. I'm gonna be there. Jude don't know yet. She probably gonna be there too, because we gonna do what we do. I'm gonna invite David and see if he go through, because we gonna celebrate. It's like an 80s versus 90s thing, so we get to have a little bit of fun. I'm gonna try to see if I can get Bosco to come in town too.
When is
But
it?
March 23rd, I'm gonna
Oh, I
post
can
that as
make it.
well.
I can make it.
Yeah, all of this is going to be posted to social media. Um, and then also Tiffany McKnight of Ambiance Creations LLC. Please visit her website. It's really dope. She does handmade candles. Everything is uniquely made. She uses soy products. It smells amazing. She does room sprays. Everything is by hand and made by her. And she does hypoallergenic products only. So it's great. It's amaze balls. Um, Bosco, who you got?
Dre Woodbury, DRE as in Dr. Dre. Dre Woodbury. Look for him on Facebook and Instagram. He does t-shirts. He does all that. Everything's hand painted. He doesn't cheat. That's my man. Brooklyn's in the house. Dre Woodbury.
And Ham TV said he got a flute album dropping in January. And outside of that, you can also let me also pop a little bit more for Bosco. I'm sorry, Ham Radio. Let me just get like 2 more minutes for Bosco. Bosco is also on several podcasts right now, not just this one. He's been a huge, great asset in vision to a lot of people. You can find him on the Richie Hicks sports podcast on YouTube. I'm sorry, Richie Hicks Jr. Sportcast. Junior, they speak everything sports. I mean, they might be Giants fans, but they give everybody their props. They try to play it fair a little bit. They have some great guests as well. He all over the place, y'all. He all over the place, but he's a busy guy, and he also does chef. He's a chef. I'm sorry, because I can't.
You good?
No, because last time you told me you checked me when I ain't say it right.
Oh.
So, so he's a chef, but definitely on several platforms. Great guy. And again, if you ever see us and you want to talk to us, just hit us up. If you see us in public, we talk to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Great people. But we thank you. We're gonna get David to come back and just talk
Let me see one thing. Everybody, there is no me without her. Just remember that. There's no me without her. There's no me without her. I can't take all the props.
Dave, you understand? We love this man right here. Something's wrong. You always.
I can't see him, so I don't know the vibe. You know what I mean? That's why I'm just
if
like,
you could, you'd be dying laughing right now.
yeah. I can't see him, so I don't know the vibe.
It's just want to be like brothers and sisters. I like you.
All right,
you know what?
I'm gonna take the eye patch off and I'm gonna show my face.
No, leave the iPad. Yo, you should have put your Timberland. You should have put your Timberland boots on with your little jacket with your coat, your little leather coat with the little fur around the top, like a New Yorker.
I got that.
And just kept the pad on. You would have been fine.
All right,
You
here we
should have
go.
just came in costume.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. You all been waiting for the man.
Look at David. David waiting patiently.
Here I go. Here I
go. I just put the eyes on the weapon. So,
oh man.
Yeah.
Get your boobs up there. You always trying to show your tits.
Y'all see my dolls up there? I connect dolls too.
Hey, look, we don't got time for the home tour today. Come on.
What you was in there playing? You was playing Fight Toy Soldiers.
No, seriously, thank you for having me on here. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Anytime y'all want me to
real estate.
Yeah.
Yep.
I told you got an open invite. Once you're a guest, you always smoke them.
Oh yeah.
I love that. I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Yes, listen. Yeah, Rocket Mortgage. I really need a farm. Cause
let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Yes.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting. We love you. We will see you. What? Yes. Yeah. Okay. You see that? Why do y'all get me at the end? Okay. Again, thank you guys for watching Casual Combo. We will see you all next week with story time because Bosco is going to tell all of his stories.
Now my son's coming on to tell his stories.
So bring your popcorn, bring your wine, pop a beer, whatever it is that you need. It's going to be very interesting. I'm going to be quiet. But thank you guys. Have a good night. We love you. Thank you, David. Thank you, Jude. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, J-Bear. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Matrix, Lisa, Lamont, Dwelle, Paul, Richard Hicks.
Skate.
Oh, Fallon was here. Tania. If I missed you, I'm sorry. We gotta go, but we will see y'all next week.
Skate.
What?